Hello. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our international free webinar. First, I want to thank you all who always join with us because you all are the precious participants in our webinar. Once again, I am Salma, core volunteer and head of campus ambassador in IGP. In each webinar, we meet new participants. It is necessary to share IGP mission to them. But today, I want to hear from you all about IGP. Please write in comment box what are your achievements from IGP. We expect that you all are getting a little bit benefited in personal and professional life, and we wish that you all are remaining with us in long journey. I'm cordially welcoming you all. Enjoy and stay with us. Today, our webinar topic is Unleash the Leader in You. Leader is a word of encouragement. We all are leader of our inner. We all are leader of inner arc. So let's in-art our inner leader by today's webinar. Today, we are presenting the webinar 75 with three speakers, Ha Chi Kyung, Chin Kang Wei, and Angel Snow. We have already completed 74 webinars successfully. So let's start our program. Our first speaker is Ha Chi Kyung. Ha Chi Kyung has over 9 years of experience in training and development as a trainer and coach specializing in advancement business skill and tools that enable focus in helping companies to develop high performance leader and team by empowering individuals with the high skill set and tools that enables them to create extraordinary results in the workplace. Hai is an engineer with a total of 16 years of work experience in manufacturing industry. Throughout his career, he has repeatedly helped companies in saving millions of ringgit top solution-focused problem-solving productivity measures. His mantra is keep is simple and straightforward. Among some of the corporate clients that Ha has the privilege to serve that were IOI Group, Public Mutual, KK Supermart, and so on. No more from me. He is really a super plus qualified speaker. Please give a warm welcome to Ha Chi King, sir. Hello, sir.
Hi guys. So I will share my screen here now. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you guys. All right, can you see this? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right, so I'll begin. Thank you so much for having me here today. Once again, it's 8 o'clock in Malaysia and 6 o'clock in Bangladesh. So thank you so much for being here, and I'm very, very honored to be here. Thank you to IGP for having us here to actually share some of the key important keys on how to become a leader that everybody wants. So let me ask you, how many of you here would like to be a better leader? Can you please raise your hands? How many of you would like to be a better leader? Yeah? I can't really see you, but you raise your hands, I can actually imagine that, right? So how many of you here would like to be able to create, I won't say miracles, create wonders in whatever you want to achieve? Yes? All right, great. So is it okay if I just go through it quickly about me so that you understand a little bit about me? Is it okay? Yeah? Okay, good. So our MC has introduced me. So just very quickly, 9 years experience in leadership training and development. So today, I've been doing this for the past 9 years. 16 years as a mechanical engineer in the manufacturing environment, manufacturing industries, helping companies to save millions of dollars throughout the whole 16 years. Right. So professionally, I'm a corporate leadership trainer. Oops, let me. Okay, professionally, I'm a leadership trainer, and for the past 9 years now, I've helped over 5,000 corporate managers and executives to be capable leaders and to build high-performance teams for the company, so they can create results that they want for the company. Right. So these are some of the companies that I've been able to have the privilege to serve all this while for the past 9 years, and this is some of the companies like Shell, IBM, Nestle. I've been able to do that. Right. So, most important, let's get started. So, are you ready to learn something today? Are you ready? Yes, let's start breaking the ice, right? So I'm going to ask you 2 questions because why are we here is very important, right? So the question is this. This is about being fit to lead, right? Be fit to lead. Are you fit to lead as a leader, right? So I'm going to ask you 2 very important questions to get started, to actually to frame ourselves for this, for the next 2 hours here. There must be a perfectly good reasons for you to be here today. Yes? How many of you here are here? You want to waste the next 2 hours with me? No, right? We are here to learn something, right? So there must be a perfectly good reasons, and I understand that if you are logging in tonight, there must be a perfectly good reason because during this time, for some of us, it's dinner time. You could be having a dinner right now, but you kind of sacrifice and be here. There must be a good reason for you to be here. Yeah. So number 1, what do you hope to obtain from this program today? What do you hope to obtain? Okay, what do you hope to achieve, right? Number 1, please write down on the comment below. If you're from Facebook, write down. If you're in the program, right, just put in a chat group so that we can see you. So what do you hope to achieve? Number 1. And number 2, suppose what you hope for becomes true. If whatever you hope for becomes true, how will that make a difference for you in your life as well as career? Yeah, please put it in the chat box. Okay, put it into a comment box in Facebook so that I can see you. So what do you hope to achieve from today's program? And suppose it becomes true, how will that make a difference for you in your life and career? Let's put it down. Yeah, thank you for your response. Just put it down so we can see. So from your response, I can see that most of you are really wanted to be a better leader, right? Yes? Can I write that? Yeah, that's good. All right, so keep it running so we know, and you can see each other's what are their hopes and dreams and why are they being here right now, right? Okay, now, so let me ask you, what do you think are the keys to success? What do you think are the keys to success? There's so many of them, but what are your keys to what do you think are the keys to success in your opinion? Please put it down. Yeah, what are your keys to success? Come on, put it down. Put it on the comment so that I know. So, what are some of the what do you think are the keys to success? Right. So, if I can share from my experience is for me. People have you may have different things. Other people may have different things, and for me, I believe the key to success is this one thing: leadership. You need to have leadership first to actually be able to motivate yourself to get up from bed to actually do the things that you need to do. You need to have the leadership to be able to lead yourself, overcoming whatever obstacles in your own personal challenges first, right? So leadership is very important because if you cannot even lead yourself, can you lead other people? Yeah, if you cannot even motivate yourself to actually get up in the morning to do what's necessary, will you get what you want? Will you achieve your goal? Yes, there's so many things. For me, I think leadership comes first because leadership is about responsibility. Leadership is about doing whatever it takes. There's a few traits on that, which I wanted to share with you right now. So, to me, leaders are champions. Okay, leaders are champions because what is the definition of champion? Champion, if you look at it from an athlete's point of view, sports people, right? If I use this as an analogy, champions are people who can win, right? They're winners. In their own countries, they are champions. If you bring all the champions to the Olympic stage, these are all the champions of the champions. They come together where they compete among themselves. If they lose, if they are not the champion in the Olympics, doesn't mean that they lost. They didn't lose, right? They are still a champion, right? In their own rights, in their own country. These are all the champions. For me, leaderships are very similar to become a champion. As a leader, you need to be a champion in your own areas of expertise. You need to be able to create results for yourself and create results for others. Does it make sense to you? Yeah. So leaders, for me, leaders are champions. If you are not a champion, right, and champion has many levels, right? If you're not a champion, right, sometimes you need to be able to, you may not be that leader yet. So you need to actually be able to win. Because as a leader, if you are not able to win, then it's going to be very tough to influence other people. Does it make sense to you? Yeah. How many of you believe that in order to be a strong leader, you must be able to influence other people? Yes. So it's so important. So we need to be a champion first, ourselves, right? So in other words, we need to create wins for ourselves. So let me share with you for the 5 traits of a champion very quickly, right? 5 traits. I'm not going to go very deep on this, but these are the 5 traits, and I want you to look at it yourself and see whether do you have this, right? Number 1, champions have clarity. They know what they want, and they know why they want it. So they know what they want, they know what's the purpose of getting it, right? Clarity is number 1. And if you don't have clarity, would you be able to go and achieve the goal? Probably not, because if you are not even sure what you want to get, how are you going to have the goal? Because you don't even know what's the real goal, right? So number 1, clarity is number 1. Number 2 is confidence. A champion are very confident in their own ability to get things to win. Number 1, if you are the athletes, right? If you are the sports person, and they are very confident in their own ability to actually build themselves to a certain level of confidence. Okay, so if you have all the confidence in the world, is there anything that you cannot achieve? If you have all the confidence in the world and you are totally confident, is there anything that you cannot achieve? Probably none, right? That means you are totally confident, there's no fear, right? You can actually do anything. So in the absence of confidence, there's fear, right? So this is where people sometimes are not so confident, is because of this little fear they have. And can we always be confident all the time? Probably not. So how do we do this? So in the absence of confidence, the next thing that actually help a champion to actually propel forward, to move forward, is this thing called courage. Every champion has courage. They can actually, even though they do not have confidence, they have a lot of fear, but they have courage to step out and take on the challenge anyway, take on the problems anyway, tackle the big problems anyway, because they have the confidence that somehow or other they will figure it out, they will know what to do, they are resourceful, and they have the clarity to know how to actually go about doing it, right? So they have courage. So number 4, what is this? Commitment. Every champion has a commitment. They're committed to do whatever it takes until they achieve whatever they wanted to do, or wanted to achieve whatever goal they have set. So the clarity is very important, and they have a commitment to do whatever it takes. No matter how tough it is, they were still going to do it. They're going to challenge themselves, because they know but the more they do, they're going to have more confidence. The more confidence they have, then they're going to have even more courage, and they be able to commit on that. So number 5 is control. They are totally in control of their own destiny. They are in control of their own thoughts, their own journey, and things like that. They will not let anything to just step in their way. And of course, there's many challenges, but they are in control. They are in charge. So these are the 5 things. How many of you have all these 5 things? And I want you to consider about this. If you have all this, thinking back right now, think about this, right? I want you to think about this. Does the champions that you know, the people that you know who are champions, right, do they have all these 5? In my study of champions, right, so many years, being one myself as a sports person, right, these are the 5 I think so critical for being a champion, right? So now, is it okay if I share with you one of my own experience? This little program right now is about building confidence to be a leader, right? And I want to share it through a little experience that I have, my own personal journey, right? And I'm going to use this analogy as a fitness, about fitness, right? Fitness goal. How do I achieve the fitness goal in order to create the confidence that I need to be the champion that I want to be, right? And in order to be a champion, that means I'm going to be the leader I want to be, and to be the role model that I want to be, right? So this is in 2018. In fact, it's just 3 years ago. So this is one sport. How many of you know what Spartan race is all about? Are you familiar with Spartan race? Is it available in your country? Have you heard of it before? So if you have, so this is something that I got to know in 2017, right, when I first started it. And this is in year 2. So I'm now pretty obsessed with this little sports, and I'm actually a Spartan athlete right now. I love this sports very much because it challenges me. It actually helps me, it builds my confidence by becoming a better and better athlete on this. So let me share with you what is this Spartan all about, right? So when I first heard about this, and this is the picture that I actually seen. This is the exact number, the people who are there. These are all the Spartan athletes. If you look at the banner that's red in color, right? These are all the Spartan athletes. Look at their body, right? Can you see that? When I saw that, I was like, wow, I just wanted to be like them. They are the role model for me. And I said that, okay, if I want to be like them, then I need to train hard to get to where they are. And hopefully one day be able to compete with them. So that's what I see at the time. Just to let you know what is Spartan's race is all about. They are obstacle course racing. So, for example, this is a rope climbing, military style of it. Okay, rope climbing on the slippery wall, climbing over slippery wall, carrying sandbags, dunking into muddy water, swim as well, and then going under, dunking over the wall, barbed wire crawl like the military style. If you look at it, it's actually the barbed wires, not just a normal string, right? Climbing over walls, 4 feet wall, 5 feet wall, 6, 7, 8 feet, up to 8 feet wall, carrying more weights, carrying buckets of rocks, and then climbing over a lot of obstacles and many others, right? Jumping over fires as well. And this is something that I love to do. But the thing is this, today I'm proud of myself of being strong enough, fit enough to do all these things right now. I totally enjoy it. Something that I've been doing every year. It's because of COVID pandemic, it just stopped for the last year. I'm looking forward for this year. However, whatever you see here, right, doesn't really happen just like this. Because when I first started on 2017, I was not in a very good physical shape. And I'm going to share with you in a while what happened, right? Because there's a little learning there which I want to share with you. And for you all here who wants to be a better leader, right, maybe it's something that you may want to consider taking on, not necessarily Spartan, but something to take on to actually challenge you year in, year out as a form of a practice, as a little ritual. Yeah. So this is 2017. I took on 3 races to complete this whole little medal, 3 races. It's from, if I give the name, it's Spartan Sprint, and then Spartan Super, and then Spartan Beast. Sprint is a 5-kilometer run plus obstacle. Super is a 10-kilometer run plus obstacle, and Beast is a 21-kilometer run plus 35 obstacles, right? One is a 25, 30, 35 obstacles. So it's 2018, I did it again. Okay, 2019, I did it again. So throughout the whole last 3 years, except for 2020, I did altogether 9 races altogether. So I'm looking forward for more. But the experience I have right now is I want to share with you right now, right? So before I move on, I think I'm going to stop this sharing. I just want to share with you what has actually happened. So earlier on, I mentioned about in 2017 I got started. I was not in physically strong shape at this moment. And what happens is this: when I went on the little journey and I told myself, okay, I wanted to get stronger. The first reason I want to get stronger is because at that time, 2017, I turned 44 years old. Right, my son has just turning 3. He was 2 years plus. He was starting to be able to run, and I was like, I'm not so physically fit. I can't really run after him, and I wanted to play with him. I wanted to be a good father to him. So I played tag, right? You like to play tag. Papa, play tag with me, and he go and tag me, and he runs away. I have to chase after him, and I find myself not easy to chase after him. So the number one reason why I want to get fitter is because of my son. My son was the real reason. If it's not because of my son, right, I have not been able to even get started for the last 15 years, right? So I will do that. That's why when I go on 2017, when I went on my first race called Spartan Sprint, it's a 5-kilometer distance race plus 20 plus obstacles, right? So because I wasn't fit, I was training a little bit, yes, but I wasn't fit. What happens is that when I was going through the whole race, right, it was so tough. For me, it's very tough. It was so tough that I actually have to cheat on certain obstacles because I cannot even get through it. But it's a very tough race because it takes up a lot of physical endurance, and you need to be fit and strong, and which I wasn't. So out of the whole thing is a 5 kilo total about almost 8 kilometers distance, and down to only on 4 kilometers, right, I started to have cramps on my legs. It was so bad until the 5th kilometer. It was so bad that both of my 2 legs are totally cramped. I can't really walk anymore. But because of my first race with other friends, I was able to be encouraged by them. I will actually go through. But during then, right, my head here in the little voice was telling me, what am I doing this for? Why am I putting myself into such a big struggle and suffering through all this thing for? Hey, I'm already 44. I'm just not. This is for young people, young guys. When I'm in my teenagers, 20 years is okay, but this is not really a good time. What if I fall and I injured myself and then go big trouble? So that was the thing. And however, because it was my first race, my mind was telling me maybe next time don't do this anymore. But I was very determined because I wanted to get stronger because of my son, remember? So what happens is that I took on the next race 3 months down the road. I gone for Spartan Super. Super is even longer. It's 10-kilometer run with almost more than 25 obstacles, even tougher, right? And because I only trained for the next 3 months, not really that strong yet, I again suffered through the whole obstacles very, very badly. And this time again, on my 4th kilometer, my legs started to cramp. On my 7 kilometers, both legs was totally cramped. I need to go through another about 3 kilometers on cramp, totally cramped, and I have to go through again. Again, my head, my mind, my little voice in my head was telling me, there you go again. Why are you doing this? Why are you so crazy? What are you trying to prove? It's what are you trying to prove? Come on, you're already 40 plus. What are you trying to prove? And even my wife's voice was echoing. There you go again. You're 40 something. What are you trying to prove? And the uncle trying to prove that he's still young and things like that. Midlife crisis, is it? So that was a challenge. But then something clicks on me. I was telling myself, because my voices in my head was telling me, give it up. It's so painful. You're in pain. You're fully cramped, and you have to go through again. Why not just give up? Just give up. It's okay. Nobody will mind. But it's because of my own ego, right? I tell myself, no, I'm going to go through this. So for Super, I went through again, but I was suffering like crazy. So then on Spartan Beast, at the end of the year, another 3 months down the road, right? It was a 21 kilometer, and this was the killer because this 21 kilometer, I've never done 21 kilometers run before. 35 obstacles. And this was the one that, again, on my 7th kilometer, I have full cramp again, totally cramp. And now I have more than 10 kilometers on full cramp mode. My leg was totally cramped, and I'm on my own. My friends have gone in front of me, and again in my head it was telling me, "Come on, I think you better give up. How can you be suffering through cramps? Your leg can't even move, and you climb up to the hills and up and down. How are you gonna do this?" You're telling me to quit. My head was saying, "Just quit. Come on, just quit. You're suffering." But this was the first year that was so terrible, and this was the time that I tell myself, okay, now, if I want to achieve any success I want, I talk about leadership, right? So if I cannot even overcome this little challenge or this physical challenge, and I quit in between, so what's going to happen to me? What kind of person am I going to be? Am I not even tough enough to even get through this? Right? I need to be training for that, right? So that was the first time during that year, I tell myself, I cannot quit. It's all in here. I need to go overcome it. I'm going to get better and better. I'm going to get stronger and stronger. Every race for me is an opportunity for me to prove myself that I can be better and better and better. It's an opportunity for me to train for it so that I know that I can do better and better. And during the first year of my 3rd race, I actually make a promise to myself that I say, from now onwards, this is a good challenge. It's a challenge for me every year. Every race is a challenge to actually train my mind. During the training towards this challenge and this race is a way for me to train my mind, to toughen up my mental mind. Because if you want to achieve something big, would you agree that you have to be much stronger? Yeah. If I can't even handle my own physical fitness, right? Even to handle my own and be in charge of my own, right? How am I going to be the influence to other people? How am I going to be the role model to other people? Does it make sense to you? So that was the time I make a promise to myself. Every year I'll be doing that. Hence from there, you see that 2017, I do 3 races. 2018, I do it again. 2019, I do it again. And 2020, I actually signed up for 6 races. And because of the COVID pandemic, not going to happen. Right? I'm sharing you this because of what? I talk about the 5 traits of champion, right? Yeah, let me share this again. Right? I talk about this, right? The 5 traits of a champion, right? Yes. So the stories I just shared with you, my personal experience, right? Do I have all these 5? I have clarity. I know why am I doing this for? Why am I going through this little Spartan race? It's a form of a challenge for me every year to train myself every year to be the champion I want to be the leader I want to be. So it becomes a little test zone for me every year. I want to build confidence. That's why I need to be building on this. Do you think that every year, if I'm doing this, as I get stronger and stronger, do you think it's going to build on my confidence? For sure. Right now, I'm definitely more confident than I was before because I'm much stronger right now. I can feel it. I know I am. And I have I actually created body that I want to create. I actually can know this, right? Do I have the courage going through fully cramped and in pain and everything? I still go through it. That trains my courage. Do I have the commitment? Yes, definitely, because I'm committed to be doing this for all the time, despite I know how how tough it's going to be. Am I in control? Most important, in control of my own little voice in my head, right? Telling me to just give it up, telling me to just finish off. So let me share with you. Let me ask you this thing now. The story I just shared with you, I do not know whether it resonates with you or not. Does it relate to you? Can you relate to some part of your life? Maybe in your career or certain things that you do, sometimes you just give up so easily, or maybe you don't give up so easily. And maybe you actually having the same thing and you're challenging yourself. You have this never give up attitude. Do you have all these 5? So in this Spartan race, right, it actually tells me that these are the 5 that I need to constantly be training upon, right? Why I need to be doing this? Because how many of you know who this Lee Chong-wei is? One of the world greatest badminton player, right? Just retired, right, from Malaysia. Yeah, Lee Chong-wei. It's about being a role model. A champion is a role model. I wanted to be a role model where I can actually inspire other people to take on bigger challenge and go forward and do it, right? And how can I be a role model if I myself can't even handle the challenges for myself? Does it make sense? I need to create that. So because of this, Spartan race is something that I use for myself. For me, I use that as a way to actually train myself because first of all, I love it, but even though it's challenging, I love that. I love this kind of challenges, and I want to continue doing and challenging myself. And the more I get stronger, the more I get better, the more I win the races, the more I'm able to get better and better in terms of time, whatever it is, right? That builds on my confidence. Like I said earlier, right? Confidence is everything, right? If you have total confidence, is there anything that you cannot achieve? Everything is possible for you, right? So it's about confidence, right? And then as a role model, not for yourself, it's a role model for other people. In other words, I can show people how to actually go forward and do it first because I've done it, I've run it. I can just show it because I have proof for it, right? This is a role model we talk about. So as a leader, right, I want to ask you, as a leader, is it important for you to be a role model, right? Is it important for you to show people that you have done it before, you can do it, and you have the strength, the toughness to actually do it, and you are the leader because of that reason? This, I think, is so important to be the role model leader, the champion that you want to be. So with this, how are you going to build an empowering confidence level, right? It's build on small wins, right? Work on small wins, the power of small wins, okay? Let me share with you the power of small wins that I have right now as I'm going to end on this, right? This was a picture I picked up in 2017. I said I wanted to be like the picture I showed you earlier on, right? All these people. And I said I want to have a little role model. So I picked this picture. I was going through YouTube and Google, and I found this thing, Spartan athlete's body. I said, okay, pretty good, something like this. But I'm not going to have this type of body. But I say if I can have 50% of it, I'm pretty happy. Maybe even 20% of it, I'm pretty happy, right? And that was 4 years ago in 2017. So can I share with you where I am today? Is it okay? I'm actually proud of that. If you're okay, may I share with you? Yeah. So this is what I want. This is who I am today. Just last month in 18. Okay, I've created this. And the small wins I talk about, right, where I actually build confidence is this. Let me share with you. In 2016, 2017, 2019, 18, I never take a picture, unfortunately. As I see myself transforming in terms of the body, what I have, I feel the confidence raising up. I'm actually proud of it. I think that, hey, this is pretty cool, man. Do you think I'm more confident today compared to when I was 2016? Do you think I'm more confident today compared to when I was 2017, 18, 19? Definitely, right? But more importantly is that it's not only just on the body that I was able to create, but how I feel inside me, that I know that I'm stronger right now. My performance in the race and everything actually gives me the boost of confidence. So why am I sharing this story? Because first thing, to actually hopefully inspire you all, to empower you all that it can be done. You want to be able to go and create the little small wins I talk about here. Small wins. What can you use? If you are into fitness like me, take on something like this. Maybe even a marathon run. Run a marathon. If I run a half a marathon. Whatever small little goals, I want you to start building a small win. and you can actually earn it. I want you to earn the small wins because you're actually going there. Be the role model that people say, wow, you can do that. Okay, I want tell me how to do. Maybe I want to follow you. I will hear you. I will listen to you because you are an influencer. Make sense? Yeah. So with that, I think my time is almost up. I'm going to pass on to the next speaker, my friend, who's going to tell you about how you're going to handle the thoughts, right? And just to finish up, success breeds confidence. Every small win that you create will give you some success, right? That small success, does it create confidence in you? Definitely, right? With that confidence, it moves you forward to go and create more success. So success breeds success. Success breeds confidence, which breeds more confidence and create more success. So with that, one very easy way for you to start building confidence for yourself, to be the leader that you want to be the champion you want to be, start working on becoming a role model. So have clarity. What do you want to do? Fitness is one good thing. How many of you want to be fit and strong and have the physical fitness, right? All of us want to be fit, right? Maybe you can take on something small first. Go for a run. Go for a swim if you have to. And start building from there, okay? So with that, how many of you learned something today? Yes? How many of you learned something? Yes? How many of you have some kind of aha moment that actually makes you want to create bigger things for yourself? I hope so, right? I really hope so, right? So with that, I'm going to pass on to the next speaker. So I'm going to leave you one last thing with a secret formula, right? Success is about focus and consistency and having the patience. So the focus is what you need to do to create the wins. Consistency is doing it consistently every day. In my case, get stronger and get stronger and get stronger, and have the patience. Robbie, the last 4 years is really 4 years. It's really 4 years of me doing this. I can only imagine. Now I'm 48 this year. And when I turn 50, 2 years from now, what other things? How much of the difference will I be creating? It's something for me to know, something for me to find out, and something for you to maybe I can share with you 2 years down the road. Right? With that, thanks so much. Let's get fit to lead and be fit to lead. Thank you so much.
That's amazing. Your journey of getting stronger is very terrible, but you did it. Something doing against our unconscious mind is tough, but if we do it, we will get best results. It's amazing presentation and your awesome speech. Thank you, sir.
Thank you for having me. Okay.
Our next, we have to remove our next speaker. Our next speaker is Ching Kang Wei. Is an independent and accomplished speaker and trainer of self-development and empowerment workshop for student, individual, and corporation. Currently, Kang Wei, the principal trainer and founder of Avenue Creative Learning in Malaysia and has had vast experience in training Genius Brain program for the last 15 years, spending in different countries. His company has organized many workshops on improving student study skills using super learning methods with Genius Brain super learning programs. He is also a certified Genius Brain consultant since 2008 and master trainer for Genius Brain worldwide. Graduate from diploma in computer study from National Computing Center. Kang Wei started or gaining experience in training since 1992 as a computer tutor and core tutor of Autodesk AutoCAD in Practical Computer Center. If I tell all achievement of him, the session will be over 2 hours. So no more from me. Please give a warm welcome to our Ching Kang Wei sir.
Right, thank you, mate. Thank you for the wonderful introduction. I'm going to share my screen for the law of attraction. So,
Yes, sir.
how many of you are ready for the law of attraction? If you're ready, go to channel and say I, law of attraction. Yeah, how many of you have actually read the book The Law of Attraction, The Secret, or you watch the movie The Secret? Yeah. So I'm a certified law of attraction facilitator by Michael J. Loge. This is the author that wrote this book. And well, we came to Malaysia in year 2003, a couple like 8 years ago, and I immediately signed up for that program because I wanted to find out how this law of attraction works. Now, when I got certified in year 2013, I didn't really go into this law of attraction teaching or sharing this workshop, but something really happens to me on the 29th of December 2014, which I will be sharing that story of me in a short while. Yes, law of attraction. Now today I'll be sharing this and putting this focus on what you want. Yeah, what are you focusing on? Now this is very very important in law of attraction because the law of attraction state this. Yeah, I attract myself, my business, whenever I give my attention, energy, and focus to. Yeah, and you can see that it's a comma. It's not a full stop because if it's putting energy, focus, and attention to what we want is simple. But the part is this: a law of attraction manifests it in both negative and positive. Yes, because a lot of times people ask me, they told me that they have read about the law of attraction or even watched the movie The Secret. And the common question is that why am I getting what I do not want? Yeah. Why am I getting what I do not want? I'll share into that in a moment. But what I want you to do is this. I want you to think of this part of words. Yeah. Because words really helps us to focus on what we want. And words creates this vibe from the word called vibration. Law of attraction give you the result based on how you feel about what you say. Law of attraction manifests your desire based on how you feel about what you think. Yes, that's how law of attraction works. And let's give you negative and positive. Now, let's do a very quick exercise. Let's do a quick exercise here. I want you to start focus on negative word. Focus on something that makes you negative. Think of a word. Think of a word. The moment you say it is negative. The moment you read it, it is negative. Think of that word. I want to put it in the chat room. Type in the chat room for that negative word. Yeah, that word that you use, the words that you say, even that word that you hear, it brings you that energy vibe. Think of that. Yes. Think of that words that makes you negative. Yeah. Now, while you are thinking of that word, while you put it in the comment, right? I want to ask, how do you feel? Yeah, you feel bad, right? So let me share with you some of these negative words. Ashamed, humiliated, confused, neglected. You see, by reading the words, it just becomes negative. Right? Now, see, you are in a negative vibe. Your mood is negative. Let's change this to become positive. How do we do that? Now think of a word that makes you positive. Start. Move your thoughts. Move your focus on something positive. Think of a word that makes you positive. Yeah. For those, I'm sure most of you, immediately you can think of a positive word. You can give me two. You can give me three. Think of one word that just the moment you use it, the moment you hear it, the moment you say it, it becomes positive to you. Yes. So I'm sure everyone here, just take a few seconds. You can come up with your positive words, and I can share some of the positive words over here. Now I want you to check your vibe. Yes, check your feelings. How do you feel? You feel good, right? Yeah. You see, the moment we were doing this exercise, when we start with negative words, we becomes negative. When we focus on something positive, our vibe just changed to positive. Because that's the power of using words. And in my law of attraction, and what I do is I actually help my participants to actually use words to help them to focus on what they want. Yeah. Words create results. How do words create results? Remember the exercise that we did just now? Yeah. By focusing on words that is negative, our thoughts becomes negative, our vibe becomes negative. And I've mentioned to you, law of attraction manifests a desire based on how you feel. Yes. So when your vibe is in negative, tell me your result. Absolutely. It becomes negative. Yes. So if you're not happy with what you are getting, that means because the law of attraction works at every moment, all of us have a vibe. At every moment, all of us is sending out a vibe. So if I'm sending out a negative vibe, obviously you're getting something that you're not happy with it. So check the result. The easiest way to know if you're sending out a good vibe, a positive vibe, look at the result that you're getting. Yes. So if you're not happy with what you're getting, reset it by changing your thoughts and replace your words with something positive. Simple as that. So now that you know how we can use words to focus on what we want. So my question to you is that what are you focusing on every day? Yeah, because it's every motivation gurus, everyone says this, what you focus on grows, which is actually very true. Yeah, what you focus on grows. Now, remember this. Some always says, I know what's law of attraction, but what is law of attraction? Give me something that I don't know one. But this is a misconception. Yeah, law of attraction will not help you to filter negative and positive. Yeah, law of attraction will not help you to filter by giving you only positive. No, it gives you both negative and positive. You are the one who decide. You are the one who controls how to manifest it. Yeah, I want you to think. I want everyone here to try this. Yeah, very simple exercise which I always use. Try this. Yes, you read it correctly. Don't think of an elephant. Don't think of a lion. Yes. Yeah, repeat it one more time. Don't think of an elephant. Don't think of a lion. What happened? You are thinking of an elephant. You are thinking of a lion, right? And you're probably still thinking of an elephant and you're still thinking of a lion. Yes, you're putting on something what you call attention focus to it. Even though you say something that you do not want, your focus, attention, energy is towards that part. So if you think of, I don't want this, how law of attraction manifests it? They give you more of the same. Yes. If you're feeling good, law of attraction give you more of the same. If you're feeling negative about it, law of attraction give you more of the same. So what you're focusing on? Yeah. Now, as a business owner, most of the time as a business owner, we always have these very challenging issues. Yeah. If how many of you here loves complaining? Because the more you complain, the more you're having that thing. Yeah. So in law of attraction, we have actually three simple steps. Three simple steps. Yep, to manifest, or deliberately start attracting more of what you want. So we always start with the contrast. Contrast is something that we do not want, and most of the time we are very good at it. Yeah, we're very good at this part. If you're saying things like "I'm not good enough," "I'm not smart enough," people like me are not successful in business. It's difficult to get clients. I don't think I can employ staff in my company. Maybe not you, maybe your friends. Yeah. See, by just reading this, we feel negative, right? Reading this, it just felt negative. But what happens? What happens when we start to reset it by asking, so what do I want? Yes, the moment you start saying something that you don't like, you don't want, yeah, the moment you're using this don't not know, these three words, don't not know, you can reset it, yeah. Your reset button is asking yourself, what do I want? Yeah, by just asking yourself what you want, you change. How does it feel when you say, I believe in myself and trust in my abilities to succeed in all that I can do? People like me aren't successful in business, but if you were to replace with I can achieve any goals I set myself in business, does that feels good right now? My existing clients are happily referring their network to me, their friends to me, their suppliers to me. As I become more and more successful, I help more and more people. That means you are enlarging a team. Tell me, does that why change? Yes. So instead what we do is that, we create what we want. We start to focus on what we want by having this contrast. Yes, we need to have this something that we don't like so that we can get to the clarity of what we want. This is very simple. Step one. The moment you know what you want to achieve, in every business owner, we must have goals, right? Goals bring us to the destination that we want. In order for us to reach the goal, we need to have activities. But by creating activities, we need to know what we need to create and what we want to do with that. Yeah, you can do this part in step one. And if some affirmation that you use is not working, so for example, if I use this word, I have a happy slender body. I may not be having the body like Mr. Ha, right, the first speaker. But if I were to use a word like I have a happy slender body, and yes, this is a very good positive affirmation. But then again, it doesn't resonate with me. Remember, yeah, law of attraction responds to how you feel about what you say. Law of attraction responds to how you feel about what you think. So what we need to do is that we put on this part of creating a desire statement script. Yeah. How can I remain focused on my desire? Create this desire statement script. And it's very, very simple to create. I can give you right now, yeah, because writing desire statement helps you to focus on what you want, and it actually helps you to raise your vibe. And this is what we do with it. If you're able to write quick, you can write this down. And in red, these are what we call the desire statement scripts that we add into the words, right? The focus, the desire that we're looking for. So by putting desire statement script, it just makes that once the focus becomes more congruent with how we feel. Yeah, by just adding certain designer statement script. So if I would keep on saying that I have a happy slender body, if when I look at the mirror, it just doesn't resonate with what I share, and when it doesn't feel good, it is a negative vibe. And remember, this law of attraction responds to how you feel about what you say and think. So the quick one for you to use will be, I am in the process of having a happy and slender body. I am in the process. This is one of the desire statement script, a quick one, to put in this affirmation that makes it true to us. Yes, I may not be having a body like Mr. Ha, but I am in the process. I am in the process of achieving that. So in step two, right, in my law of attraction workshop, I always share this to all my participants. I put in these words into your wants, so that it just makes you feel good about getting that result that you're looking for. Yeah, desire statement script. Simple as that. And the final part is celebrate the closest. Keep a gratitude journal. Mr. have mentioned the power of us achieving these small wins. Yes. Now, for business owners, if you're having this business goal of yours, yeah, and if you like to achieve a goal, achieve a business goal using law of attraction, what you need to do is that you need to always keep track of all these small little success that you achieve. Celebrate to the closest. And the best way to do that is to keep a gratitude journal. Yes. because gratitude is a positive vibe. Gratitude is a positive vibe. And by writing down every little positive things that happen to you every day, you're actually celebrating it. Yeah. Keeping a gratitude journal, write down all those happy little things that have happened to you, all the positive things that have happened to you. Because the moment you write down all these little things into a gratitude journal, you are celebrating it. And when you're celebrating and when you're putting all this gratitude to it, you're actually creating a positive vibe. And law of attraction will start to manifest your desire. Yes. This is some example. Yeah, you can create, you can use Excel, you can use, or you can just buy a pocket size book. Keep and just write down all those little things that happen to you every day, all the positive things here. And when you're consistently doing all these things, you create this habit of yours of only focusing on positive. Yes, and what happens when you're focused on positive? It makes you feel good. When it makes you feel good, law of attraction manifests all that good stuff for you. So law of attraction is simple to use because what happens was in 29th of December 2014, yeah, a year later after I got certified as a law of attraction facilitator, and that day, yeah, I had a stroke. Yeah, my right side was paralyzed. I was hospitalized for a week, and like everyone, I I I, I have all these negative thoughts, and I always have this question, why me? Yes. So the moment I realized that, hey, I'm a certified law of attraction facilitator. Why am I not using law of attraction to help me to improve? Absolutely. So the moment I change the why me to why not, is I start focusing on getting better, and I start writing. I can't write at the time. So what I do is that my wife help me to create this design statement script of mine. So I have this uh, part of I need to walk again. I wanted to walk in and I wanted to drive again. These are my two very important things that I want to do because I have something that I want to achieve on the path. Now, what happens is that within 2 weeks, I'm able to stand again. Yep, on my both on my leg, and I'm able to walk now. Not really that walk, but at least I don't need wheelchair and I don't need a walking stick. Yeah, within 2 weeks. Now, when I create this design statements, I written that I wanted to drive again in the month of April, and the part that this law of attraction how it works is like in March, the doctor that went to told me, he said, "Hey, Kang Wei, he said all your movement are coming back. Yeah, I believe you can drive again." And I was like, "Hey, yes." I myself also having this thought at that time because just couldn't believe that. Really? Yeah, yeah. Because sometimes when law of attraction starts to manifest to you, you know, you need to be consciously aware of that. Yeah. So yeah, in my workshop, what I do is that I always use my experience of recovery from stroke. Yeah. To help my participant. In fact, law of attraction is very powerful if you're able to use it. You're able to focus on really the stuff that you're looking for. It just works. And there are a lot of powerful stories of some participants, someone who have lost his dog, we are guided and using law of attraction, they actually found his dog. Someone has lost his drone a couple months ago. They recovered, they found it, and that's law of attraction. So for all of you here tonight, yeah, I just want to share with you a quick one. How law of attraction works is that It doesn't help you to filter, yeah? It's just an obeying law and start giving you. So what you need to do is to check your vibe. Always just check your vibe. Are you feeling good about it? So yes, what you say has to be resonate with how you feel. What you think, it has to be resonate with how you feel. Because law of attraction gave you the result based on how you feel. Because this law of attraction has this job with a two simple word: match your vibe, match vibration. Yes, match vibration. If you're feeling good, you're getting more of the same. If you're feeling negative, law of attraction still give you more of the same. Use words to start focusing on what you want. Thank you. Thank you. So, Umi, thank you.
Thanks for your invaluable insight on law of attraction. We have negative and positive thinking, but we have turned it positive one. Desire statement it can make our more strong. So I learned more from you. I today I will try your technique. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
We have to be move to our next speaker. Our next speaker is, or last speaker is Angel CEO. Angel CEO has more than 20 years of international exposure in the customer service industry and extensive experience in image grooming and department training. She believes in improvement towards personal achievement and has thus been involved in many industries such as graphic design, sales, marketing, event management, health and beauty, hospital, customer service, etc. Her experience as flight makeup artist and hairstyling over the years has given her the opportunity to understand the importance of personal grooming and image. She is a graduate from Australia and holds professional certificates such as diploma and certificate in event diploma in mass communication, certificate in professional makeup, hairstyling course, cabin crew course, and obtained her train the trainer certification from HRDF. Please give a warm welcome to Angel CEO, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am, you are not audible.
Hello, everyone. Sorry.
Yes,
Thanks for
ma'am.
your sweet introduction. And okay, this is what you see. So, thank you so much, sweetie. And hello, participants from Bangladesh, the Philippines, Egypt, Malaysia, and I think many more. I'm Angel, and my job is to help people to look good, smell good, feel good, and to be more confident. All right, so let's have a look of the image of the leaders, the world leaders. I'm sure you know some of them, right? So do you see anything in common by looking at their pictures? Mm-hmm. So what do you see? What you see from the image? They look presentable. We don't have to look like a Miss or Mr. Universe, but as long as we look presentable, that's the key. Yeah. So I have questions for you. Is your image an asset or liability? Mhm. So we all know image isn't just a surface issue. It's strongly tied to your effectiveness as a leader. And your image is form of non-verbal communication, which is very, very vital. So you can type in the comment. So you think your image is an asset or a liability? Yeah? All right, I'm going to show you some pictures. Please have a look and identify their occupations through their image. All right. So this is the first one. What do you see here? These people are so well dressed, right? And another group of young people. Mm-hmm. And a group of boy in red. Interesting. And wow, a group of young, pretty girls. So, what's their occupation? And a group in black attires. And how about this? All right. And this. Interesting. And how about this? Okay. So I'm sure you have some clue, or you have something in your mind like these are the students, the business people, so the hoteliers or the models through their image. So when we talk about image, it's how you define the way how they look, the way how they dress up, and also the way how they carry themselves. Okay, question for you. What is image? Image is a package and also your projections of the personality that comes the image. I always call image as ABC. A stands for appearance. It's where you exercise self-image management to create a polished professional image for your best interest. B, behavioral. It's managing your response or reaction towards issues or tasks that you face daily to produce positive feedback from others. C, communications is your ability to communicate your desire, wanting, and request to others effectively. So it's as simple as ABC, yeah? All right, so when it comes to 3 V's of communications, we are talking about verbal, visual, and vocal. So let's have a look. What stands the most? So when it comes to your visuals, which means your appearance and your body language, that stands 55%. How we look and behave, our facial expressions, our gesture. This happened a lot in the first meeting. So 55%, does it sound a lot out of 100%? Yes? Because if you dress up, you already win half of the battle, 55%, you already won that. Okay, so it's as simple as you just need to dress up, then doing other stuff. All right, what includes in visual? It includes your height, your weight, your makeup or your skin complexions, your dressing styles, your body language, your hair, and your facial expressions. All these can be changed through practice. There's only one thing that we can't really change if you already passed, I would say 18 years old, is our height. We only can grow, what is this? Horizontally instead of vertically. But other than height, the rest of the area we always can work hard and change if you don't like it. All right? Or improve to be better. And okay, how about your vocal? It stands 38%. It's how we speak, how words are said, your tones of voice and loudness, which is the presentation. It consists of your tone of voice, the loudness, the pauses or modulation, which is quite important because it stands for 38%. And the last one, 7%, is your verbal content. What we say and the words used or our knowledge is only 7%. All right, it's very, very little. But our package is good, which means people will still look up to you. All right. So I'm sure all of us, we have seen this before. Even if we are parents, we are telling our kids the same thing. Don't judge the book by its cover. But I have questions for you. Can we not to judge? Can we? We can't control what others think about us, but we can change how we would like to be perceived. So by groom ourselves up, make our cover nicer, actually it's in a way to change how others perceive us. Yeah. All right. Any of you have seen this before? WYSI, WYG. It sounds alienated. Okay. So it stands for what you see is what you get. So if you dress up well, if you are well groomed, so I'm sure a lot of people will look up to you, especially if you are a leader. Your team will be like, wow, they will just follow what you say or you influence them. Right? Why? Because they always believe what they see. So there's a reason why we do not have to introduce our gender when we introduce ourselves, because we clearly can see whether you are a male or you are a female. Okay, I have these things to show you. Let me stop sharing the screen first. All right. Okay. Am I back? I can't go back to the main screen. Okay, it's all right. Let's continue. Okay, when it comes to a leadership image, all right, it consists of your personality, your behavior, body language, speaking styles, and physical appearance. So it simply stated your image is the concept that others.
Hello, ma'am.
Sorry.
Please share your slide. Slide is not visible now.
Oh, okay. I can't really see. Okay, so now you can see me. Okay, I lost the screen. Sorry. So now I can continue with this. Okay, I have these two items to show you guys. So this is a nice box with ribbon on it, and this is a clear plastic box. If you have a budget of 500 US dollar, so are you going to get this or this? I'm sure you do not know what's the content, what's it inside. But by looking at the packaging, will you invest 500 US dollar on this or this? All right, so which one would you like to go for? Okay, by looking at the packaging. I'm pretty sure most of you would like to go for the nicer packaging. All right, the bling bling and the maroon colors box. So do you want to know what's inside here? Yes, the maroon box, correct. So let's have a look. Ching, ching, ching. Wow. It's a nice ring. All right. Nice big ring. Is that a bonus? Nice packaging and nice content? Yes? Wow, you must be very happy. All right. And the ladies who got this gift, sure they will be tearing up. And how about this? 500 US dollar. Do you have confidence to get this for your loved one? Let's say. Okay, let's see what's inside. Ta-da! That's even bigger. I think it's like maybe 3 times or 4 times bigger. But with this packaging, how often you will convince people to take you, right? So even your content is way nicer than this, but still they do not believe what they see. Of course, they believe this is better. So it's your choice if you want to have this packaging or this. All right. Okay, let's go back to the screen, the slide. Okay, there you go. So thank you so much. Okay, so when it comes to this, a leadership image. Okay, let's go through again. It simply stated your image is a concept that others form about you as a result of the impressions you make on them. It's about your personality, your behavior, your body language, your speaking styles, and of course, your physical appearance. So image is all about impressions. And of course, that will be your reputation as well, because your image can have great impact on how people get to know you as a person and as a leader. Whether someone is getting to know you through a first meeting, over time, or through the media, your image is being broadcasted and your reputation is being formed. So being a leader, as Mr. Ha already mentioned earlier on, you must have all these 5 C's: clarity, confidence, courage, commitment, control. So your image as a role model affects the way others in your surrounding perceive you. Emphasizing your positive traits and characteristics can help enhance your image and foster a positive perception of your leadership ability. So familiarizing yourself with a positive quality good leader have in common can help you develop your leadership image. So be positive. Also, don't forget to look positive too. Okay. All right. Now I have these 5 keys to share with you how to create positive impressions. So be mentally prepared. Key number 1, be well groomed. All right, as I said earlier, you don't have to look like Miss or Mr. Universe. As long as you look presentable, that's good enough. So to dress up, why? Because your mind is respond to your body. So for example, now most of us, we are staying home, even we work from home. So if you are in your home clothes or you are in your pajamas, how do you feel? You feel sleepy, isn't it? You feel lazy, isn't it? Why? Because your body is telling your mind, hi, you are in your pajamas. We don't have to work today. So let's take a break or let's relax. All right. So that's the reason why when we are at work, so we always use our workwear. And your body will telling your mind, hey, let's do some serious stuff today. So you will get yourself work harder. Okay, again, what is grooming when people keep on talking about grooming? Yeah, it's overall physical appearance and poised behavior that demonstrate confidence. And why is it important? Because you are ambassador of the business, or we call it as personal branding. It will demonstrate you as the ambassador, your confidence, your respect, empowerment, and acceptance as well. Yeah. So what it means to be well groomed when somebody come to you, hey, so and so, you look so well groomed today, or you are well groomed. So what does that mean? That means you look neat. So you have a quick checklist, yeah. So do you look neat today, or do you look clean today? Do you look attractive today? How do you know you look attractive? Because most of the my participants, they will ask me, Angel, how do I know I look attractive? Yeah, I'm sure the ladies, they will know better. It's like when someone having a second look on you, first look is not enough. That means you are very attractive. All right. And having poison styles, of course, having positive self-image. So now you have the right body and you also have the right mindset. So what are you waiting for? Please groom yourself up. So this is a photo of me. I was a cabin crew for Malaysia Airlines before, and the two other cute ladies next to me, they are my students in their 20s. So I'm still enjoying doing what I have done before, or what the 20s they are doing, which means dress up, put on some makeup, and feel good, and get my hair done, and I can enjoy what the youngs are doing. So groom yourself up. It doesn't matter how old are you. It's not about age. It's not about your status. Because some of my friends are telling me that, oh, I already got married, so it's okay. I don't have to dress up, or I'm a mother. I do not have time for that. No, that's not true. I'm a mother as well. I'm a wife, and I still can enjoy all that. Why? Because we have to keep up our look and we feel good. It's all about the vibration. Remember what Mr. Kangwei has mentioned earlier on. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Number 2, good posture. So when you carry yourself well, all right. So to study yourself in correct posture, you will immediately notice the difference. You will feel actually way better, like you sit straight or you stand straight up. Of course, good posture will make you look healthier, feel good, and communicate with confidence. You can easily correct your figure through diet, exercise, and commitment. These are the leadership skills, yeah? Okay, and the third key, maintain your eye contact. So how? Eye contact can be subtle or direct, and knowing how to mix these two is a major part of the art of building relationships. So I have questions for you. What is good eye contact? All right. So do you know what is good eye contact? Anyone? You have key? Eye contact means do not stare, all right, at one person for too long because you will scare them away and you do not look very normal either. So hold on your eye contact for about 4 to 5 seconds at a time. Then you look away and you look back again. It's a very quick one, yeah? And there are 2 types of eye contact, one with business associate or one with personal relationship. So, guys, can you please tell me which is the proper eye contact with a business associate? A, B, or C? Okay. So, which is the correct one? A triangle over your eyes and your forehead, or inverted triangle from your eyes down to the tip of your lips, or C, it's a long rectangle. So, which one? Okay, a lot of you say A. Okay, Any other answer? Okay. The answer is yes, A, business. So when you are dealing with your colleagues or in business setting, so this is the way, how do you maintain eye contact with them? Especially when you look in between their brows, they will not notice that actually you are not looking at their eyes, yeah? I have practiced that a lot during my airlines days because I do not have a choice to choose which passengers I would like to deal with. I got to deal with hundreds and hundreds of people. So all the time I will maintain this business eye contact to deal with them. And I feel very comfortable with it. And same goes to them. So when it comes to social, with the people that you are closer or the people that you know, like your friends, then you will come to this inverted triangle. All right. And when it comes to intimate, your lovers, your family members, then you can go further down. All right. Okay, the fourth key number 4, your smile. I will say it's a banana. Why? Okay, let's have a look. A smile costs nothing but give much. So as a role model, you got to look friendly. You got to be approachable. And you must be easy to talk to. Why? Because this is the way how you understand each of your team member and you can work together. All right. So can you guys please tell me which is the perfect smile? A or B or C? No teeth or a little bit of teeth or full sets of teeth shown. All right, so which one? A, B, or C? Or usually, how do you smile? Okay, so some say B, some say A. So any C? Is this how you usually smile? Ooh. All right. Okay, oops. So any more answers? B, okay. A, all right. So the perfect smile, I will say B, which means you only show top set of your teeth, not showing the full set of the teeth. Why? Because without showing teeth, which means A, yeah, I know you look cool. And especially the guys, they love to smile like A because they think this is cool. But you may easily get into this constipated look, yeah? So you have to be more careful when with the A smile. But B, you are showing your top set of teeth. It's about maybe 8 to 10 tooth to be shown. So you look more friendly. And C, ooh, that's a bit too much. All right, you look too gummy. And you may say it looks too fake, yeah? Okay, so these are the 5 degrees of open body language in faces and smile. So please, I'm sure you notice the openness in 4 and 5. All right, the more you open your mouth, actually you look friendlier. But again, you have to know in what business setting, like the way, how do you smile? So you can imagine which are these would trigger more engagement, especially in social setting, yeah? So which would you like to be connected with? Like nowadays, all of us on social media. So when you follow someone on Instagrams or on Facebook, by looking at their profile photo, so which one do you prefer? The number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. All right. So same goes to your profile pictures. What type of smile you are showing? Which degree? All right. So don't forget to smile with your eye. Okay, confidence comes from the eyes, so does the fears. All right. So how to smile with the eyes? So when you're smiling, it's like pushing up a little bit of your eye back, just a little bit, and your eyes will turn like this. All right. So this is how to smile with your eyes. Number 3, very good. Okay, the last key, your body language. So, guys, who looks most approachable here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. All right. So which one do you think you would like to talk to, or you will go to them? Or you want to make friends, or you want to start a relationship with them? So which one? Okay, some say C. Okay. Sorry, some say 3. And how about 2? Or how about 5? Or how about 6? All right. Okay, or 7. Okay, 1 and 6. Some say 6. Okay, and 7. Okay, so let's have a look here. Okay, now somebody say we have mask, face mask. So smile is not visible. Still, because when you are with a mask, when you smile, your eyes are smiling, people can see that. All right, trust me, go back and try. Okay, 1 and 6. Okay, very good. So why 1 and 6? Because she's pretty? And 1 and 7. Okay. All right, by looking at the photos here, okay, all these people, if they are with the smile, which I call it banana, because when you smile, it looks like the shape of banana, you appear more friendly. All right, like number 1, number 3, and number 6. Their banana are up. And secondly is the body language. All right, if you have open body language, you look more approachable than having closed body language. But if you have banana on your face with closed body language, you will still look approachable. All right, so please take note on that. So these are the closed body language, especially when you are crossing your hands or you are covering your face or you are crossing your fingers or your hands are in the pocket. Actually, it shows anxiety, frustrations, defensive, cool, or hostility. So if you are aware of your body, like you have closed body language, so you quickly open up your hands. All right, you can lift it aside, okay, or just put on your lap, or you can put it at the back. All right, and these are the closed body language for the legs when you are crossing your leg. So ladies, be more careful when you are using a short skirt because you still have to cross your leg. But crossing your leg is a form of closed body language, and it means you're holding back, you're uncertain and fearful. Okay, and how about this? Standing, all right, with a hand crossing, and same goes to the leg, and your hands in the pocket. So, do you look approachable? Do you look positive? Do you look happy? Or do you look confident with that? So, these are the little thing actually is sending out the message to the people around you or when you are dealing with your clients, all right? And when you look at the photo, like when you have open body language, all right, so you can feel the vibe. It's happy, and of course it's very positive. All right, so do practice that more. All right, so let's see what we have learned earlier on. The 5 keys that creates a positive impressions. The first one, well groomed. Key number 2, good posture. Key number 3, maintain eye contact. Key number 4, smile, your banana up. And the last one, body language, positive body language. So I know is not to prove, but to put what you have learned today in practice. So with that, thank you so much for having me. So thank you.
That's amazing, ma'am. I heard that first expression is the best expression, and your valuable insight on image and grooming help us to improve ourselves. That makes us more confident. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Angel?
Hi.
Hi, you have
You're
to answer.
muted.
Yeah.
Any questions?
Sir, I pinned a question on your screen. Just have a look on the question.
Okay, sure.
Okay. How to stay positive despite our current condition is pandemic? Great, good. This is good question. Yep. I've been asked a lot about this. Yeah. Like what I've shared is this year. Are we focusing on the pandemic, or are we focusing on the something that we're looking to have, something that we want to achieve? Yeah, because as I mentioned, when you focus on growth, and if you're focusing on pandemic issues, if you're now really, Angel, are you still keeping track of the new cases daily? Do you still read newspaper?
Yes.
No.
No, we don't,
I-
right? Yeah. So the part is that if you keep looking at the pandemic, it just give you all this negative energy, negative vibe. Yeah. But if you have your own goal, your business goal, your lifestyle goal, your own daily goals or yearly goals, I would advise you to focus on how to achieve the goals or how to reach that goal rather than something that you are not in control. Yeah. That, that would be my advice. Yeah. Anything from Ha and Angel?
Yeah. For me, I think I put it this way: behind every crisis, there's always an opportunity, right? There is. If you look at it, I know maybe during the pandemic, there's so many people are suffering, a lot of jobs are being lost. Yes, true, because we are focusing on that. However, if you really look into it, there are people who are doing very well as well. Okay, maybe they're lucky ones, maybe depending on how we focus, like what Kanwei said. But I always believe that behind every crisis, there's always an opportunity. So for us, the focus on what opportunities are there for us to make ourselves better, to improve, because the change has already happened anyway. And number two is this. It started last year in March 2020 from Malaysia. It started last year, right? A year has passed, and now we are in year number 2. And it seems that it's still very similar to year number 1. Are we still going to focus on year number 1? If you're going to do that, it's going to happen in year number 2, the same thing, right? So we can actually learn from last year what has happened and how can we move forward right now. So like what Kamwei say, we need to focus on what's most important and how can we progress rather than why is it happening right now, because we're already in year number 2, right? So why not just move to how can we make the change right now to move it forward, because the world has changed. The pandemic has changed everything. It's no longer going to be normal as what we think, or what we hope to be. Yeah. I hope that answers your questions. Who else? What can you advise to people with no eye-to-eye context? What do they need to develop? Okay, Angel, this is yours.
Okay, what can you advise to people with no eye to eye contact? So
Yes.
what do they need? Okay, if I were you, I will. I don't know how many people will do that. I will go, in front of the person's face and showing my big face, like keep on talking. Yeah, this is one of the way that I always practice that, because when you're right in front of the person, I'm sure he can't, get rid of you. So he has no choice but to look at your face. Yeah, you may try that if you're comfortable with eye contact. But I would say maybe some of the people, they are not very comfortable with the eye contact. So maybe give them some time. Yeah, or especially if you're dealing with strangers, because not everybody can take eye contact. So it needs time or to get practice or to get used to it. Yeah. So give them some time. So did I answer your question?
Can you give some fundraising tips? Who here is good at that? I don't know. It's not my area of expertise to fundraise, unfortunately. Maybe Kanwei or Angel can advise.
Fundraising tips. Good. I mean, so are there anyone?
As a leader, how do you feel with difficult? How do you deal with difficult employee?
Oh, this is Hans. Hans is good in this.
All right,
Interesting.
I put it this way. Is it really? Maybe you always think that employees are being difficult. Yeah, we always think because it's easy to find problem. But one thing that came to my realization many years back when I was working, as well as later when I do training, right, is this. Okay, let me ask you this question for all everybody. How many of you here wakes up in the morning, go to work or go to the business with the intention to screw up the whole thing? Anyone? Anybody have this intention to just go, today I'm going to make the best and make a mess out of my whole life, my own career. I'm going to sabotage and kill myself. Anybody? None, right? I guess no, right? So with this, because nobody, unless maybe the 0.1% crazy people, but most people won't. And because of this thing that I realized, right? I realized that a lot of people do not have this intention. So when they are being difficult, right? Maybe they are being difficult from their perspective is something they're trying to tell you something. If you're a leader, you need to be able to understand this. They're trying to tell you something. And the other thing I learned is this: if somebody is complaining, is always complaining, or it's basically if somebody's still complaining, right, and complaining to you a lot, right? Is it possible that it's because that they still have certain hopes that things will change, and maybe they're hoping that you as a leader will make the change for them because they are really hoping for the change. That's why they're complaining. If they are no longer complaining, it means that they're really given up on you and forget about it. They just walk off. Does it make sense? So now, being a leader, right? If you are in this position, how can you help them? What can you make a change, or how can you listen up to their inner hopes and dreams, and how can you make that happen for them? If you can do this, do you think it's possible that you can just change the way they look at things? So as a leader, this is what we need to be very, instead of saying that, hey, why are you so difficult? Why are you not listening to me? It's something that we need to think from point of how can we be the leader they want to be, and see how can we help them, because they are all crying for help. Does it make sense to you? They say, okay, this is where I come from. Yeah.
I think Kangwei got some point to share when it comes to that questions, right? The difficult employee. It's like those who keep on coming to you to complain on something.
Yeah. If it's about complaining, we always guide them, ask them. So what do you want? Yeah. I mean, if it's on the complaining part, we always tell them. So what do you want? Because complaining will not be. You don't find a solution with complaining. Yes, we may put up something. We may look at it as a problem, but ultimately at the end we will ask, so what do you want?
Yeah. Next.
Okay, next question.
What are the tips for speaking in front of many people as a leader? Angel, you want to speak?
Yeah. Practice, and practice. There's no other way than practice.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. You have the ability or you are talented. I mean, you don't have a problem to speak in front of a big crowd or as a leader, but you still have to practice because you are not used to things like that. So you still have to practice. There's no other shortcut, right?
Yeah, just sharing from my story earlier about using the fitness as the example of what I've done, right? It's the same thing. That means in order for me to get more confidence in doing better in the Spartan race, in my case, I need to train myself and get myself better and stronger so that I can conquer the obstacles. So in the case where talking about public speaking or speaking in front of people, then you need to be, first of all, have the courage. Remember the 5 traits, the courage to stand in front and to do it one time. And once you do it one time, you find that it's not okay. I do better. Second time is better. Is it possible the second time could be better? Third time could be better than the second time. Fourth time better than. Then you keep going. After you have done 10 times, do you think you'll be better than the first time? If you keep improving now, of course, right? So then if you do for one whole year, every week you do one time, you have 50 times you've been doing it. I'm quite sure you could be better than before, right? So it's like what Angel says, just practice and you keep practicing. And if you have to go to say, I'm going to make myself better and better speaker, I'm going to practice, sure can. Because I myself definitely wasn't, I'm very, very fearful in front of people. If you really know me, yeah. One of my trainer was telling me, my mentor was telling me, see, when they first told me, he said, oh my goodness, this hard. It's going to be a long journey with him. But that was 9 years ago, and he is still here today.
Next question. First impression last. What can you say about this quote? Of course. So do you still remember the first time when you meet your loved one or your friends? I'm sure you remember, isn't it? It's like, oh, how do we get to know each other? I'm sure you're always telling your friends with this thing, especially when you get married. You always have to explain is that how do you guys met each other. So this is all about first impressions. I'm sure you still remember that, and it's very, very lasting. And there's a saying, there's no second chance for the first impression. So once you have make the first impressions, it's going to last for a long time or maybe forever. All right. So always make it a positive one. So don't kill it. So anything to add? Kang Wei and
Angel
I'm good.
stays it.
Yeah.
next questions, please. What are the tips?
I think it's the same like the earlier one. I think you need to practice. The tips to overcome stage fright is that, personally, I believe for me is practice, but it begins with having courage. The courage to first step in front of the stage, even though you're going to be peeing on your pants. To stand in front and just do it, because you have to go through that field and do it. And for all you know, you realize that, hey, it's not so bad after all. And because you got more and more confident, right? So you need to have the courage to do it anyway. Easier said than done, because I have the same fear, but because I do it anyway. I was being pushed by my mentors to just go and do it, right? So maybe you find somebody whom you respect a lot and get them to push you. Give them permission to kick your butt. One thing, right?
Can I add something?
Yeah.
You may look for a sport to look at, or maybe you choose 3 to 4 participants to maintain eye contact with them, or maybe like the people that you know. I mean, you feel very comfortable to talk to them, right? So you just looking at them, and you will feel very comfortable to talk instead of like keep on looking at the strangers or looking for somewhere like where you're supposed to look at. So find a spot or the people that you are comfortable or you're familiar or you're okay with. So like 2 or 3 of them, you just switch the eye contact from one to another. Yeah. Next question, please.
Kang Wei, you want to take?
Is experience one? Yeah, I would say yes. I would say yes. And leader will be the one that made the most mistakes. I truly believe a leader will be the one that makes the most mistakes.
And dare to
I
make
always share. Yeah, I always share. If I'm good at one thing, I always share it is that I'm not the best one, but I'm definitely the one that made more mistakes than some of them. Yeah.
So for me, if I'm bringing back to the stories I shared my journey as there's a reason for that. If you want to have experience, then you have to be the one to do the walk first. That means you make the walk and try it out. Hence, I share the story of me going through the things, right? Because it's about training myself to go and do it first. You have done it, then I have the experience. When I have the experience, then I can share my success and failures with other people, right? That makes me the role model, hopefully, that people are willing to listen, because I have the knowledge, experience, and skills that I can actually share right now. And it's not really from a textbook, it's because of my personal experience. And I have something to show that I've done it before. And this is where the experience comes in. So everybody has strengths. In the area of your strengths, you're going to be very good at what you're doing. But in the areas of weaknesses, you'll be running away from it. So which one do you want to tap into? The conventional way is that work on your weaknesses, right? The new way will be saying that work on your strengths, because in the area of strengths, you are very resourceful. Even though you do not know how to do it, you are like, I think I can do this, and you're very optimistic, right? And this is where you're going to be the best you can, and you're going to be demonstrating the best you can. So work on your area of strength in the area that we're very, very good at. Do more of it. Yeah, that will be the best experience that you can have, and you can actually be the expert in the area and be the leader to show people how to do it. Yeah, does it make sense to you? Yeah, right. Well, eye contact seems to be the very important, very everybody wants to know how to do it, right? It's, the scariest part is that how do I look at a pretty girl, right? Whoa, and then I see.
It's the same. It's the same. Do you still
You
remember
want to see, but you
the
don't see, right?
yeah the difference? I mean, the business or the personals and all that. The inverted triangle and the triangle area. It really works. All right, I practice a lot during my work day. Even now, you just have to look in between the eyebrows. So the person will think that you are maintaining eye contact with them. Actually, you are not. All right. Because in certain countries, like some cultures, like for example, the Japanese, they do not like eye contact. So if you're dealing with Japanese, so try not to maintain eye contact with them or look away most of the time, like the 50-70 rules. So you got to reverse it. That means you look away most of the time, and then you look at them a shorter period of time. Yeah. So you have to practice. I mean, you start with your friends or the people that you are close with, you are comfortable with. So you ask them, do you think I'm looking at you or I'm maintaining eye contact with you by just looking in between their brow? I'm sure they will say yes. All right. It works. It really works. But you got to try it out. Okay.
Can an introvert be an effective leader? All right. Are you introvert?
I think I am.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Kamui, are you going to share?
I'm like I mentioned, I am an introvert. Yeah. I'm not sure if that sounds firm to both of you.
I think okay. I'm definitely introvert. But of course, in business, I cannot be too introvert. Otherwise, it's going to be very bad for business. So I train myself to be able to, like, for now, be able to get comfortable in front of world webinar and things like this. But it takes me some time for me to have the courage to step on top, right? And to build on this. The more you do, let's say, the more you do, it's okay. So now, being introvert, is it going to be effective? I think effectiveness of a leader has nothing to do with being introvert or not. If you're introvert, you're introvert because you rather keep to yourself. But it doesn't mean that you cannot be effective, because leadership comes from very, very big range. It could be about how you do things on your own, right? There are people who have to do things with people. There are people who like to do things on their own, which, regardless whatever it is, as long as you get the results and you are able to influence people, right? Even though you're introvert, it's still okay. Yeah. So yes, in that case, I think yes, introvert can be, because I always wanted to be a better leader, and I'm introvert. Why affirmation don't work? So
Chin. Okay. Why? I'm not saying affirmation doesn't work. It is about, does affirmation resonate or congruent with how you feel about what you say? Yeah. Affirmation is all positive. Every affirmation is positive. So, like I shared earlier about a person who is looking at the mirror. I have a happy and slender body. But if I just take myself as an example. If I keep saying I have a happy and slender body, and when I look at the mirror, it just doesn't sound like what I'm saying. So that affirmation becomes negative with how I feel. So what we do is that we put in some desired statement script. The quick one will be, I am in a process of having a happy and slender body. And for that, it just resonates with how I feel, congruent with how I feel, and that affirmation becomes positive to me. So because law of attraction works in a way, it gives you both results, negative and positive. So are you looking for negative results or are you looking for positive results? So if you're looking for positive results, your words have to be congruent with how you feel. That's what I meant with the affirmation. Yes.
Why is it that those who are loud and vocal is often misinterpreted to be great leaders? Yeah. Anyone? Why? I guess it's a society. People perceive that those who dare to step up and talk about things, they are the one, the leaders. Which is in a way it's true, because if you dare to step up and say things that people are they're not even say, right, then you are technically leading, right? And those who have the so there are people who are very very like to be in the limelight. Shine on me, I don't mind. If you are introvert, you just don't want the limelight, you hide away. But of course, the society perceive that if you dare to speak up, you are the leader. Because sometimes, have anyone ever here sit down and say, "I want to say something," but you dare not have the courage. You do not have the courage to actually speak up, and you hope other people will just speak it up, or you nudge your friend, say, "Hey, you tell her, you say," right? And these are the challenges, because of the way maybe we are brought up, the way we are being educated, not to simply say things out. What if I make a mistake? What if people laugh at me? Things like that. These are all the thoughts in our head that telling us that you're never good enough. Just keep quiet, let other people say, right? Because of the way we are. So we, of course, how the society works is that whoever dare to speak up is always say that, hey, you have the guts, that means you are good. And we tend to kind of like also admire them, right? That's why we talk about role modeling, right? If you admire somebody, that means they are the role model. So if you want to be a leader, sometimes you must be able to step up and say certain things as well, right? Does it make sense? Yeah. Can I hear you?
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Thanks to all your respective speakers for share your intelligible knowledge to us. Thank you. Dear audience, I think you all will learn many things about how to be a leader, law of attraction, and image grooming. Dear knowledge seeker, I would love to thank you all from my deep heart for attending today's session. Hopefully you learned something new and you will implement it in your life. Please leave a review on our page, and if you learned something or we help you a little bit, please spread the information with your friends. We hope you see you all again next webinar. Thank you so much. Stay happy, stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
you.
And
See you again next time. Bye bye.
see you again. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks for having us.
Umi.